Hello YouTube. So I posted a query on the DTG forums in regards to the brakes on the wonderful 363. So I'm having a few issues, shall we say, with this, in that driving it in a similar manner to any other loco in the game, getting a lot of brake applications. So this is happening in two instances. So the first is this consist I've just connected to, and as you can see, the brake cylinder just does not release. It just, for whatever reason, it does not want to, leave. So I wanted to try and demonstrate it, and I'm not going to drive this prototypically. I don't know how to. I'll leave that for far more skilled people. And there's probably a technical element here that I'm missing or don't understand. So if anyone can help, I'd love to enjoy this train more. I don't with the brakes. Now, I don't know whether this is driving differently to the 363 on Dresden. It does seem to. But again, just after the understanding of it, really. So I'll try and talk through thought processes, show you what's happening, and welcome your thoughts. So, quick walk around, handbrakes off. As far as I'm aware, everything is where it needs to be on the desk. I put it in long distance because I was just mucking around with something else a moment ago, which I'll try and show you later in the video once we're not connected to anything. So, put the brake into driving. We've got the cylinder pressure and I believe the overall pressure. So what I'm noticing is I've been connected to this consist now for probably about 5 minutes, and that brake cylinder pressure is not dropping. So if I go to release it, you'll see that drops down to 3.5. The main reservoir's dropping down as well, 3.3. So I've still got my finger on the release button at the moment, as you can see in the right hand side of the screen. Now if I let go, that brake cylinder pressure will probably go back up, and it is now, to be fair. See, that jumps back up to 4.1. So what's happening is, I know I should probably be in shunting mode for this. If we get this rolling along, so we'll get a bit of speed up. I'm guessing at the moment I am fighting a lot of braking pressure. So we'll let this just chip along for a second. Now I don't know if there's a switch in the train, a lever in the train. I couldn't find a brake key that I'm missing. I played the tutorial, couldn't see anything in the tutorial other than the normal A to get going, blah 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 blah. I spend a lot of time in the driver's seat, all that lark. So let's come off the throttle. I'm not going to touch the brakes. Throttle idle. Now obviously she's locked up straight away, which I'm guessing is attributed to there still being brake pressure. So try and release it again. Goes down to 3. This time 2.9. Back up to 3.9 now. I've released it. Now what I'm wondering, and again if anyone can confirm this, fantastic, is I've probably been hooked up to this consist now for 10 minutes. Now I can, the Sherman Hill trains will release in around about that time. So I just don't understand what I'm not doing. Now I did look along the wagons just to see if there's like any release valves or anything like that. I know we've got, this is functional in some of the trains and not others. But I had this problem on trunk service as well. Incidentally, trunk service did the whole bloody thing, and because I'd saved halfway through, it's not registered on the journey mode. So that's, it's a niggle. So you can see here we're just fighting. So let's try and release that. You see that's now accelerating again now. So my understanding, and please correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, that brake cylinder should go down to 0 or nigh on once you've been connected to a train for a period of time. Now, like I say, I can't see any brake key. That's obviously released. Supplied, yeah, so there's nothing there. We're in driving. Release it again, goes back to driving. No switch. Fire extinguisher ain't going to do nothing. Desk is on, changeover, that's all okay. We're in long distance, so, you know. But I shouldn't be doing 14 kilometres an hour in long distance. Let's try and release again. 2.5. It's all just very odd, and the we'll see how we go. If you're still here, I'll try and demonstrate it in a moment. But one of the other behaviours that I've noticed is when in shunting mode, doesn't do this in long distance. So when in shunting mode, if you're full throttle in this train, I don't know if it does it in the blue Dresden one. Again, I don't think it does. So shunting mode, full throttle, what will eventually happen is once the RPM reaches the maximum where it's showing now on the blue bar and in the HUD, the wheels will lock up, and it's almost like it's got a rev limiter on it. I'm not too sure. Again, so what happens is you'll be going along happily, full throttle, in shunting mode, wheels lock up again. So again, second question really, can anyone say in the comments or such like, is that prototypical? Should it happen? I will try and show it, but as you can see, we've got a bit of a long slog here. But notice, each time I release, that brake cylinder's going down more and the train will speed up. Again, as soon as I come off of the brakes, which I have done now, it's gone back up to 3.1. So we better just check the routing quickly. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, good. So I might actually be able to show you what it's doing with an empty train at the moment. Provided my dulcet tones have not put you into some sort of game-related coma, viewing coma. I picked this route up in the steam cell. I had my eye on it for a while, but because it was, you know, one of the older routes, it just wasn't a 25 quid route to me. But I picked this up, picked the 363 up. I actually got quite a lot out of the steam sale, which was nice. You know, a few things that I wouldn't have bought at full price. And this little shunting train, normally shunting just bores the absolute living daylights out of me. But actually, I don't mind this. Hence the video, wanting to try and work it out and drive the blooming thing. So look, we're nearly at the stop marker. I know it's taking ages. So we're on 3.2. Let's try and release this brake cylinder again. So you notice now it's gone below 2. Get more speed. Right, I'm going to let go of the release button now. Back up to 2.8. Surely I don't need to be driving this with my hand on the keyboard all the time, like releasing the brake. It's not right, is it? Is there a secret switch somewhere? The gotcha button. You see? I know, the wipers are off. That's fine. So the knock-on impact to this is, in a moment, when I give it a little bit of brake, that's just going to lock up straight away. Although I could just roll it in, I guess. So we'll come off the throttle. Now let's just watch what happens. That's just going to tank speed off. Auto brake. Back up to 3 bar again on the brake cylinder. Let's just get this. No, keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going, keep pulling. Hardest day's work this shunt has ever had. Right, there we go. Don't even need to touch the brakes. Auto braking. Right, so let me. Why has that just got dark so quick? come out of the light. What's going on here? Ah, there we go. Back in the light, sunlight, very well modelled. Right. So we've got the physics jiggle. Look at that. She's buffering away. Right, let's jump back in. So, brake cylinder 3.2. Let's release that. Now we get 0. But climb back up to 1.1. So I'm going to go into shunting mode. Just see if I can demonstrate this other thing to you. Right, let's go the right way first. Ah, cock. Right, that's not the right way. There's that weird light. Right, let's move off this. See, look, what's going on with the brakes? I'm not touching those brakes there. Right, so let's just check the points. Let's see, we could have had a pickle there, we could have come off the rails. We're not going to be able to do the full throttle bit here, but I'll show you the full throttle bit, and then thank you very kindly for your time. Right, let's just release these. So there we go, brake cylinder back down to 0. I'm off the brakes now, by the way. You can see that's already climbed back up to 0.9. Climb back up to 1. Why does that do that? I'm sure the other trains don't do that. Why is it dragging itself along all the time? I genuinely hope I'm being an absolute buffoon here and there's a really simple fix, as opposed to that's how it's been made and it just is what it is. Brake cylinder 1.9 bar, 2 bar, not touching it, not touching a thing. Right, throttle on idle, don't need to touch the brakes again. So let's go into Fords. Let's have some Fords. Right. Oh, look at that. Would you believe it? Let's go back 20 metres. We'll let the brakes off again. And unsurprisingly, it moves a treat now. Kind of just makes it frustrating. Right, I did that. Where are we going now? Stop at location. Where's this location? So I am going to try and show you as my parting gesture a bit of full throttle. So let's get the camera in a decent place. So we'll go here. Now I'm going to talk you through what I'm going to do, just so that you know. I'm going to hold down both brake release keys, independent and train. Brakes are off, train's rolling. We're in shunting mode. We're going to go full throttle now. And I'm now going to let go of the keyboard. Now just keep an eye on the brake cylinder. Obviously the throttle's just come off there a bit. Pick it up again. That's not me. I'm sat here crossed-armed looking out the window. That's only in shunting mode. It's ice skating now. So let's stop the train. And we'll go long distance, see if it does it again. So let's release the brakes. See, long distance is fine, and this is what I mean. I don't know if that's just a safety feature of the shunting mode, but actually, look at that, the brake cylinder's gone all the way back up again. So we'll release it. Surely it doesn't take a week to charge itself. I just don't. This is genuinely the most perplexing logo, manual free logo. I just can't get my head around it. Class A, Mr. Gronk, the 204, whatever it is, the Class 9, the the Americans, the Yanks, I can't think what one it is, the one on Peninsula Corridor, that's fine. All these other shunting locos, bar this one, just do not understand it. So yeah, anyway, thank you very much. Anything that you can share that will help, that would be great. It seems to be on multiple services on the journey mode. I just cannot fathom it. So yeah, I look forward to seeing what you suggest, other than don't use that loco at the moment.